Okay. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another video, but this video is more going to be a help me. So, I've been trying to find a way to move forward with the channel in a way that is both entertaining and like functional. I don't want to just degrade into like, hey, this is the latest trend, I'm just going to chase it and make a stupid video about it. The ultimate goal for this channel was basically to take my projects that I do and the thought processes and the stuff that goes into them and try to share my useful information that I have from my engineering experience and try to give people an idea of, hey, what works, what doesn't work, what's cool, whatever. Like just the nerdy stuff that we do, whether it be Raspberry Pis, nuts and bolts, solar panels. I got my solar battery charger that I need to make a video about. My pump that I blew up. That was hilarious. Go watch that video. Amazon pump just destroys itself. But I am not a creative person. I am not an intuitive person. And I sound like a dead cat, and I look like a dead cat. So how do you take something like a bolt and be like, hey, this is really cool? Because it is really cool, and it's really useful. I bought a Pergola off Amazon for $2,500 because it was dirt cheap, and it was huge, but it came with Chinese bolts. And, nothing against Chinese bolts. It's just they're as cheap and as, they're made as cheaply as possible with the cheapest material. There's no kind of like anti-corrosive to them. There's nothing. They're just the literal cheapest thing they can make that's going to put it together. And I live somewhere where there's a lot of wind. There's a lot of wind coming through. And I'm buying this Chinese Pergola. So I found out what bolt they were. Figured out what the threads were, figured out the length, figured out the diameter, and I went on McMaster and I found military grade bolts, I forget what the spec was, that were anti-corrosive and had a high strength and were going to last for 1 billion years. And I put my Pergola together with them. And it's been 2 years now. 40-mile-an-hour winds. The thing doesn't even move. It just sits there. Because I had a little bit of knowledge, just a little bit, I knew how to figure out what the bolt was, and I knew where to go to buy them. So $2,500 Pergola, spent $200 on bolts. Thing's gonna last, I don't know, 3 times as long now, 4 times as long. I don't know. I'll tell you when it starts moving. It's been 2 years and the thing doesn't even move. But it's like, how do I share that knowledge? And so I've been kind of playing around with generative AI, all these like, we'll make AI videos for you, but they're really stupid and they don't do it and they cost a lot of money and they're really stupid. But again, I look like a dead cat and I sound like a dead cat. So how do I go, hey, this is cool, learn about this? I think I found a website that will do about 90% of the heavy lifting. I can feed it stuff, and it'll do a decent job of making a video, but the important part is I can go in and change the script. I can rewrite it. I can add stuff. I can remove stuff. I can add video snippets in there, change video snippets. It's very easy to generate a video, and it's very easy to change a video and add in my stuff. So again, it does about 90% of the work, I think, and then I can go in and tailor it, I guess is the best way of saying it. So this video is, hey, go watch my other videos. I made a couple AI videos, screwed around with them. I made one that's kind of funny about military cheesecake. I made one that's kind of very low-level informative about lubricants. I made a short about something, and then I'll make probably another video, another short or something about that. I had the idea. I have my video about this. This video was actually going to be about this, but it's turned into a help. Give me ideas, tell me what I'm doing wrong, any and all input about stuff. I think I'm gonna do a video about this maybe and see if generative AI can go to the website and make a cool video about this that I can then use to accurately tell people about things, like the cool stuff like the pins sit on little pads in here, and I didn't know that. the Ethernet port doesn't have its own MAC address because there's no network chip or whatever the heck it's called, no Broadcom chip. It uses the chip on here, so the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet have the same MAC address. So I use this to run my Pi-hole, put this little board on here, turned it on, plugged in the Ethernet. I have DHCP set so the MAC address gets a certain IP address. Boom, worked just fine because it has the same MAC address across both of them, because this is just a stupid physical port, and it worked perfectly. And it's on the bottom here, gives me a physical port so I can plug into my router, and it's an awesome little board, and it was literally cheaper than the one I bought for the top up here, and it works better. And I'd love to make an actual video about that and like all the features and the function. I mean, look, there's like 3 USB ports on this thing. There's like 4. I think that's a USB. I think it's got a micro too. But again, I'm a bad narrator. I sound like a dead cat. No one wants to listen to me, and I don't want to listen to myself. And there's a lot of things that I think a lot of people could use that I would like to share with people, like O-rings. O-rings, again, are another example of like, I don't know why rubber O-rings exist. There should be no reason for rubber O-rings. They should not exist in the world. It's just no one knows what fluorosilicon is. It's the same price, and it's 1,000% better. But everyone knows rubber, so they buy rubber O-rings. But it's like, how do you tell people about fluorosilicon O-rings that is in any way entertaining? So I don't know. I might try that. But I'm hoping this will help my hobbies a little bit. You know, like these things I buy off eBay. Little buck converters and stuff, and step down and step up converters and all that fun jazz. But anyway, I made 3 videos. I'm going to link them in here. They'll be there, or something like that. They'll be somewhere on here. And I want all the input everyone has. They suck. They're good. Do this. Don't do that. I want to see one about this. Hey, make one about that. Hey, don't add this stupid thing. Hey, what about that? Just any and all comments, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Hey, this is stupid. Don't ever do it again. All that fun stuff. So anyway, like I said, I'll link the videos here. I think I might make 1 or 2 more. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to know about something. Let me know anything. Any and all and everything is welcome. So thanks for watching.